Tempt fate to be destiny. It is possible to tempt your life to be your desired dream. In the ancient search to control fate, the universe has been observed by humanity to have laws that uphold the energy of creation. It is here that we learn and understand the rules that govern the universe and offer us self-agency. When it comes to the alchemy of life itself, philosopher Hermes Trismegistus knew better. He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery. We must acknowledge that there is no greater way to seek to transform our physical reality than through the understanding of the metaphysical. The sacred knowledge of alchemy exists in what creates everything, energy itself. The universe seeks those who seek it. In the corridors of history, well-versed travelers of this energetic landscape, in their thirst for creation, have condensed their findings for others to follow. Today, we explore the alchemy of understanding the cosmos to manifest our deepest desired reality through the Hermetic alchemical philosophy, which was built to guide us by making us aware of the laws that govern the universe. As above, so below, as below, so above, is the first fundamental principle of Hermetic alchemy. This law dictates that the microcosm of our individual existence is rooted in how the microcosm operates. We can understand this as our individual experiences mirror what's happening in the cosmos. With constant spiritual correspondence happening between the higher and lower planes, the higher levels influence the lower levels of existence, such as our physical reality. In totality, this allows us to believe that all reality can be the result of the influence of greater divine actions. We are shown that there is a purpose in divine order itself. It is here where we must understand how to align ourselves with what we know of the universe to control reality. Focusing on the root of energy and understanding it allows us to bring forward the reality we want to bloom. Following this direction, we must first acknowledge that the universe and soul are connected and profoundly have the power to shift each other's state. This interconnectedness is called the law of correspondence. The connection between the universe and the soul also implies that the divine can lead us to change. This is through messages, signs, and symbols that we encounter throughout the day that represent higher paths to take. Wisdom is around us if we seek guidance on how to change our reality. The universe itself will show you the direction needed to change the energy of your life and change your circumstances. The next law we encounter is the law of mentalism. In this physical reality, our body is full of electrical impulses. Containing our consciousness is ruled by the mind. The mind provides us with a collective understanding of the universe and our individual experience itself. This gives it the ability to be powerful enough to control our state. The law of mentalism acknowledges the power of the mind and considers it to be the root of all cosmic creation. The mind is the instigator of transformation, as our consciousness influences the external world to respond to us. We must inspect the way our mind observes and makes judgments for us in our lives. To alchemize your reality and take control, we must look at the narratives we tell ourselves, our thoughts, our fears, and the way our mind operates. Here, we have to look at the inner workings of the voice inside our head and ask questions. Are we limiting our own perspective when it comes to the possibility of growth, relief, or a solution? Are we showing up as our authentic self that deserves what we desire? To control our reality, we must be willing to let our mind connect to the collective consciousness of the universe to manifest our desired reality. The universe is a mental construct waiting to reinvent itself through thoughts. Here, we are the creators and the creation, molding our reality intentionally. The way we understand everything around us gives us all the perspective on how to interact with it. The law of vibration dictates everything in the universe is constantly in motion, vibrating at its own particular frequency. Imagine everything moving, from subatomic particles to bigger ones, cells to mountains, to the largest celestial object in your sky, to your being. Everything is in a state of flux around you. This understanding, everything is in constant transformation, will expand your consciousness to the possibilities of reality. With everything having a specific vibration, you can adjust the frequency you are at to attract the things you want. When you interact with the world at a frequency that is from abundance, you will gain abundance. When you come from a frequency of love, you will gain love. Your vibrations will be a magnet to what you want. Once you understand change is inevitable, it will bring a difference on how you choose to interact with the world. It will be easier to let go of certain frequencies once you realize they have been keeping you stuck in a reality you no longer want to have. By creating harmony with your inner and outer world, you can harness the best energy for manifestation. Here we can then choose to attune to a reality that we seek. The sacred knowledge of how the universe works brings inner knowing of how to shift timelines of our reality, so we can jump to the place we want. It also brings expansion to our lives, our thoughts, and our capacity to grow. The law of polarity dictates that everything is dual. Sunlight can meet darkness, hot can meet cold, and even sorrow can meet joy. There is a dual nature to existence. This creates the truth that all individual things are greater and larger, while the separation between their identity is an illusion. Understanding the flow and ebbs allows us to transcend the present surface-level understanding of the world and accept it wholly. We create greater space for our light and shadow parts, allowing us to balance ourselves and use our abilities to our full capacity. Recognizing the dual aspects of circumstance can help us transcend the limitations of our perspective and bring our consciousness to an awareness of the complementary aspects of life. This means understanding circumstances through their absence and presence to believing the polarity of life serves to seek us. With space for greater truths, we can receive closure and reconcile the bigger picture of our journey. Your reality can be a mixture of grief and joy at the same time. You can be stagnant in one aspect and growing in another. Your growth is no longer limited, for you can accept conflicting ideas and contradictions. You control your reality by being expansive and open to the duality of it, allowing you more opportunities and insight into how energy brings things your way. The human condition itself can bring a lot of difficult decisions, where there will be a diversity of choices. You can choose to understand the opposing forces of life to accept your full range of emotions instead of splitting your personality for the convenience of others. You will be able to embrace yourself wholly, and this will bring peace into your reality. With a greater picture in mind, we can move forward in our direction to bring change. Remember, nothing stands still. There is a rhythm to life itself. Hermetic philosophy dictates that everything is being born, growing, dying. The very instant a thing reaches its height, it begins to decline. The law of rhythm assumes that everything in existence is self-regulated and has a rhythm while it operates. If energy is going left, then it will naturally go to the right as well. We can move from one extreme to another, as this is how the universe balances. We learn from here to stay in control of circumstances that only belong in our power and capacity. We are taught chaos will eventually come into order. Immense sensitivity to sorrow will also bring immense sensitivity to joy. There is patience in this lesson, as reality becomes a joint project between the universe and you. You don't need to be doing every part. Knowing when to contemplate and when to take action is being in control of reality. You don't need to always rush, for you will understand divine timing. Next comes one of the most popular laws that is well known. It is the principle of gender. Most people understand this principle and understand the characteristics of the two energies inside us that come together to make us whole. We learn to harness the power by learning to harmonize both of these in us. It is the connection between these two that allows you to attract and repel energy in your life. Masculine energy is powerful, action-oriented, penetrative, assertive, progressive, conquesting, and domineering, while feminine energy is nurturing, sacred, treasured, and protective. The masculine brings the will to execute the feminine's ideas, feelings, and thoughts. When we understand this law, we can shift to the energy that we need the most rather than relying on one specific quality or understanding about ourselves. We can use our feminine energy to draw things in with our fertile presence of mind, and with our masculine energy, we can practically act towards our needs. Using the law of gender, we can alchemize manifestation and go on a wonderful journey of self-exploration. This will open many facets of our personality, being, and how we can present ourselves in the world to create the reality we want to nurture. We will know when to select, when to take action, when to impulsively follow our gut, and when to discern through the different situations life puts us in. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. How do you know this is the experience you need? Because this is the experience you are having at the moment. This is how writer Eckhart Tolle feels we are led to our life's purpose. Next, we face the principle of karma, which teaches us that we shape our destiny through our thoughts, actions, and choices. We learn here the consequences of actions. Once we understand the universe is governed by cause and effect, the cycles we go through will be our responsibility to change. We learn to take responsibility for the patterns of behaviors that are unhelpful in our lives and self-sabotage what we want. At the same time, we also learn to clarify our own intentions, as how we emotionally react to others becomes a lesson for us. We learn to take control back and wish well for the world around us and ourselves. It is here where we learn to sow the seeds of love, abundance, and care into our present self, so we can enjoy the rewards of the future. The law of karma also brings us to understand how important it is to live our lives from a place of compassion and kindness. Controlling your reality comes from belief in the self and the abundance of trust in one's ability. We learn to transform our lives through practice, wisdom, and the directions present in each law. We learn to be the bearers of our own experience and pull on different energetic threads of our metaphysical world to give the best outcome for ourselves. We are also given a test to understand our identity better. If your actions were to come back to you instantly, would you do the same? If you struggle with that decision, then you have revealed an internal conflict in your own identity. We learn here what actions are taken intentionally only to serve our own purpose, and what actions can represent humanity as a whole. Your reality is yours to shift if you are willing to use the laws that govern this universe. These laws give us an understanding of history and help us align to the best future. We are on a journey of embracing sacred knowledge and bringing transformation to our lives through spiritual evolution. You can become the alchemist of your world to transmute your existence. It is this wisdom that gives faith to be relentless, the courage to take risks, the encouragement to break patterns, and to connect to conscious thought. We control our reality by being intentional and purposeful with our understanding and breaking through the illusion of control. The matrix of current reality is now broken, so we can integrate a higher version of how things work. By understanding Hermetic alchemical philosophy, we find the keys to unlocking the mysteries of existence and governing our reality. By embracing these sacred principles, we embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. As we integrate the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus into our lives, we become alchemists of our own destiny, transmuting the leaden aspects of our existence into the golden elixir of enlightenment. In the sacred union of the microcosm and macrocosm, the power of conscious thought, harmonizing energies, recognizing interconnectedness, embracing duality, flowing with cosmic rhythms, and understanding the law of karma, we awaken the alchemist within. With unwavering faith, profound wisdom, and divine love, we manifest. What you focus on will eventually grow. This is the magic key to controlling your reality. You are the reason for the tangible world around you. Your existence connects to the intangible. A profound connection to the universe grounds and connects you. So, open your soul to the cosmos. Become the manifester of your ideal world. In the end, those who recognize the power of the universe and choose to comply with its laws, we learn to let ourselves surrender and be engulfed in the flow of energy and how it manifests in reality. We work with the universe to expand our realities and govern the energy of life itself. The physical and the metaphysical are now in our hands and abilities. We are wise under the law, once we know how to use it. We are a creation that creates with purpose, an alchemy of energy that transmutes everything around us. Using enlightenment, we are now alchemists of our journey, taking charge with sacred wisdom.